morning, everyone. This is Anthony, Wall Street Trader. It's 11:34 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on Tuesday, June 1st, 2021. This is not financial advice. It's intended for educational purposes only. There's a Twitter link below if you'd like to subscribe to any intraday updates, major market moves, what I'm planning to enter or exit at in terms of my personal trades. If you'd like to stay up, you can click the subscribe button below for YouTube videos. I do other cryptos related to infrastructure, namely RLC and the graph, in addition to this one, which is Nucypher. Okay, Nucypher, currently fully loaded. This is the only infrastructure crypto that I am fully loaded in and across all of these entry points. I kind of got in at slightly higher than where we are right now. We're around 30 cents right now. So look, I'm down 25 or so, 30%. But again, I'm looking at the long game. And for those who've seen the video a couple of days ago, I'm expecting us to go markedly higher in terms of my price prediction between now and the end of the year. Exit points are somewhat far away. I think, I don't think that we're going to be hitting Bitcoin 30K again. I think we're going to be up in the near future. I think also selling into strength is part of my strategy, but not all of it, just a portion of it, just to take a little bit of risk off the table in a strong zone in terms of areas where I consider where we might have a pullback. Where do I see those pullbacks? I see when we hit 47K right now and Nucypher Bitcoin's rallying over 900. I think that's a good area to kind of take a little bit off the table, wait for a pullback, and then go in at another entry point. Anyway, let's go into the markets. Lots going on. Obviously, more so in Bitcoin than Nucypher, but let's take a look at what's going on. So we're at 30.16 right now on the Nucypher US dollar pair. Still in the middle of this, depressing range down. That being said, we're back in the middle part of the range, whereas before we had broken past it. So at least we're not in some new pattern down, with a deeper descending slope. That being said, I think we're going to start trekking up over the next week or two, particularly because I'm still very bullish on Bitcoin. Some people are calling for a bigger descent because of this downward looking, this descending triangle. Look, you can look at it in multiple ways. You can look at it between here, which is earlier in May, to now. Look, that's great. Maybe we see a slight drop, but what I'm looking at is a little more longer term in terms of the longer term price action. And if you look over here from the beginning, which is the beginning, what am I saying by beginning? Sometime in March to now, we have a fairly solid line of support. And that line of support is pretty strong and has been so since, within the first quarter of this year. Now, if you look at a slightly smaller, shorter term view, you'll see there's been a lot of consolidation in this neck of the woods between 29 and 42. I anticipate that we will also trek in that same pattern, probably slightly further up. I think we're going to be in the 40 to 42 range soon. And I think we're going to wind up hanging out in there a little while before our next break up. This could be a W pattern here as well. I think people have discounted it too much and thinking this is just a descending pennant. So, there's two different sides of the coin here. And honestly, from my experience and where I'm looking at the price history, the longer term trend will win over the shorter term pattern. So let's see if this trend continues on the ups, on the up and up on Bitcoin. Now let's look at the other interesting pair that we also look at, which is the Nucypher Bitcoin pair. And I think we're actually a little bit of bullishness here in terms of where I think we're going to be headed over the course of the next week or two. So let's see how this plays out. We have another couple of days for this convergence between, which started a week or so ago, and, we're starting to kind of come to a head. So this typically means a breakout. We're in the middle of the smile in terms of the upper and lower lines of the smile. And let's see if we can force our way up this way. But, we're going to have to see how this plays out, obviously, as I always say. Take everything with a grain of salt. But, you know, it will be important. I think we're going to see a fairly substantial move relative to where we've been trading, which has been sort of range bound over the past few days during this slow weekend. Anyway, that's all I've got right now, and stay tuned for tomorrow. We'll catch up soon. Bye.